Hey guys, Stormstone here. Real quick before we get started with today's content, I just wanted to rephrase some of the things I said in my last video. The first thing being there can only be 2 main quest lines per world, not 2 main quests per world. The other thing is that I forgot about a third boss in Unicorn Way called the Fairy Queen. Now I'm not sure if this boss is still in the game, but I figured I'd mention it for all the older players out there. A couple other updates from last video. I finished a couple side quests as well as the main quest from the last video, so I did manage to pull off getting to level 5 for this video. I was also able to transfer a mount and a pet from one of my other characters to help me while we play, and you'll get to see how that changes things. So here we have it right there, and our little pet gives us a nice card. We'll talk about that later. So for today, I'm starting where we left off at Lady Oriole at the end of Unicorn Way. Now, if you review the quest dialogue from Lady Oriole right here, basically she explains that from the mobs that I had defeated from the end of last video, she notices that the fairy dust actually was from Rattlebones, which is our first main villain. Technically the second one, since I beat another one in a side quest, but that's alright. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to Siren Nightchant. That's just what it says in here that we need to do. This is from my quest finder, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back over to the main quest now. Let's just go ahead and teleport over there. I set this up a little bit earlier. There we go.
Hello! You were gone for so long, I was beginning to worry you'd run off and joined a skeletal pirate crew.
Okay.
What did Lady Oriole have to say?
Yep, we're supposed to talk to you.
Oriole thinks an
Just
underworld
turning in a
pirate named
quest.
Rattlebones is behind all. He's in a tower.
Yeah, so
ringed
basically,
in bones.
Lady Oriole didn't know where Rattlebones was, just about a tower ringed in bones.
Well, the
so-
skeletal pirates do seem to be concentrated
Siren
around
Nightchant
the old
thinks that it's in
archives.
this-
Try looking there.
this tower here.
I'll mark it on your map.
So we're just gonna go ahead and shimmy our way over there. Now, as you can see, riding on the broom that I transferred over makes my movement a lot faster, so it's not gonna be as annoying watching me run around on the map. I can actually get from the beginning of Unicorn Way all the way to Lady Oriole and the Hedge Maze in about 30 to 45 seconds, so here we go.
Good work, my thrall. This could be the tome Bannister seeks. Now what's this?
Okay.
A
Yep,
wizard.
so this is Rattlebones.
Excellent. I could
He
use
actually has a
combat
master duel,
break. Let's play.
which is a lot more difficult than this normal fight that you can actually play later in the game, but here we go. Now we get to fight him. So you guys will get to see the new card I picked up while I was off screen between last video. It's this one. So it does 160 damage. That's an instant kill, and half of that is going to go back to me as health. So actually, we're going to diss both of these cards here. Stick with the death cards and my one healing just in case something bad happens. So being level 5 at this point makes questing a lot easier for me. There we go. This is a trap at circling around my feet here. So what it does, it's going to increase the damage that Rattlebones does to me by 30%, as you can see on the bottom there. We're going to go ahead and throw this Dragon Blade on. What it's going to do is it's going to increase the damage I do. That way I can get a little bit of extra health from it. And I should be able to use Ghoul twice in a row then, because come next turn I'll have 3 hits and I'll only have to use 2. So ideally I should be able to use Ghoul to kill off the boss first, and then I should be able to use Ghoul again to take out the Dark Fairy. See, it's called Ghoul. So we're going to go ahead and use it on him. I'm actually kind of surprised that Rattlebones didn't use any rank 2 spells, because Lady Blackhope, which was the boss from the side quest, was actually using a life rank 2 spell called Leprechaun. So there we go, that activated. So now instead of 160 damage, we did 208. So we don't even really need to heal anymore. And that's why Death is a lot easier to solo than most of the other classes. And there we go, take him out. They never got to touch me.
The day is yours, young one.
Okay,
But
the Master's Dark Plan, that's just Malice there.
In his haste to leave, Rattlebones dropped the tome he was holding.
Okay.
Could be important.
Now we gotta go back
Perhaps
to
Sarah
Sierra
would know
Night
what
Chant.
should be done with it. As you walk back onto Unicorn Way, you can't help but notice that
Nice.
the dark magic.
Okay, so now that we
was
beat
previously
Rattlebones,
choking
it
the street
seems like
seems
Unicorn
to
Way is
have
back to
abated.
normal, so that's good. Wow, someone's hanging out in this realm. Almost there. Here we are.
You did it, didn't you? You beat the darkness.
Yes, we
Plate
did.
With Rattlebones defeated, the god. Ooh, that tome looks important.
Oh,
you
yes.
should take it to the library
So-
in the Commons. Harold Argleston will know
This
what
is
to do
a
with it.
beefier set of quest rewards, actually. So, I think I mentioned it in my first video. We'll be getting a mana bottle, which is going to sit right here, that we can click to refill both of these at the same time whenever I'm out and about, so I don't have to collect the floating pips out in the street. I'll also be getting a new card by the looks of it. So let's see, is this any better? So do I want 2 death attack or 2% resistance? I'm going to take resistance because it's a percent. Now, if that was a 2% death attack, guaranteed would have taken the attack there. Let's go ahead and teleport. Okay. Alright. We're just cruising. So yeah, I was kind of surprised to see those other players in Unicorn Way. I chose a realm that was low population, so. Blue tinted windows like you saw there means that that you have a quest that takes you into that building.
Well, hello there. I don't think
go.
you say you
Yep, he's the
recovered this
librarian.
tome from an underworld
You can actually buy
pirate
treasure
who was
cards
going to
from
give it to
him,
his dark master.
which can be
Alistair?
used once, and some of them can actually be really powerful, so they are worth using
I do believe
if you
this
know how to
is
use
a
them
matter for
right. I
Headmaster
usually just
Ambrose.
use
You
spells
should take
that
the tome to him
buff
at
the spells
once.
I already have. But
But before you go, allow me to reward
see a
you
treasure
for
card.
your-
There you go.
Treasure cards are special one-use spells of
And look at
various
that, they're actually
schools.
talking about it.
You
Yep.
can purchase
One-use
treasure
spells
cards
of
from
various
vendors,
schools. You
or
can buy them
craft
from
them.
vendors
Press
or
B to
craft them
open your
yourself.
spell deck.
Yep.
During combat, right-click a Remember, unlike regular spell cards, treasure cards can only be used
Okay, so we got a
once.
sprite.
So-
Thank the Spiral you arrived so quickly. Hey, come
Oh, you have a quest for me, huh?
speak to Boris
I'll
Tomstaff.
cover
and
that
hear
one
the
on my
story
own
of the
time.
lost pages
Let's go ahead
firsthand,
back
then
to
come
the-
back to me.
Normal quests. The main quest line. Here we go. So yeah, usually Unicorn Way takes about twice as long to get through, so I was actually very happy
good.
with
You're
that.
back. I'm anxious to hear your update on Unicorn
Yep.
Way. Rattlebones, you
Rattlebones
say?
came back
But he
from
was
the dead,
banished
yep.
centuries ago.
Malistaire,
Rattlebones
uh-huh.
was searching the Unicorn Way archive for this on the trail of the Order of the While I do
Okay.
that, you need to attend to the matter of your lung. If you are to
Oh,
truly
yes,
master
this is
your magical
amazing.
talents,
So
we must
that
induct
is actually
you
going to buff
officially
our
into our
attacks
academy.
later. So like you saw that blade, the thing that was hanging around my head in that last fight that I get from my pet here, I'll be able to put one of the things that was hanging at my feet on enemies so that I can deal even
I've
more
seen-
damage. So we're just
Many
going to skip
people
through
throughout
some
the
of this
site-
stuff.
If you miss a tooltip,
Yep,
look for it
I already
in your
told you guys
tooltip
about
log.
that.
But
What's
Potion
this?
flasks, like
Yep,
the one
potion
you
flasks,
Oh, and
like
most
I said right
importantly,
here.
make sure they are
I'll show you how
completely
these
full,
work later.
with a
but
top
for
on
now,
them.
we're just going to go ahead
Or
and
you cannot
Ravenwood.
use them when you need them.
So every character's home is actually in Ravenwood. I cleared out the stuff so I could feed it to my pet. But You can virtually feed just about anything to your pet. Here we go.
Ah, you must be the new student I've heard so much about. You
can
made
actually
quite a
buy
name for
training
yourself on
points back from
Unicorn
this
Way.
guy, which is really nice, but you shouldn't really need to.
I'm Mr. Lincoln,
Unless
and I
you
just have
screw
some.
something
Are you
up like
allergic
I
to
did on my
unicorns
first
or
character.
eyes?
Welcome.
Here's all the
in the
professors:
Storm School,
ice,
we
storm,
pirate commanding
fire,
the elements.
life,
Sorcerer,
balance,
fireball.
myth,
And I'm Malone.
and death.
Not, exactly a but I...
Yep, there we go. Now where are we headed? Let's see here. Cool, we're
Welcome
gonna talk to him.
to the crater where the death school
So the
used
area
to be.
underneath here in
Until
the
Headmaster
background is
Onrose
actually
finds a
known as
replacement for
Sunken
Malice
City,
there, you can
and
come
that'll
to
be one
me
of the
to
last
play.
places we get to in Wizard City, so that's something to look forward to. As well as the official death school. He's just, like it says, student of the death school. The actual death school is down there.
I can even teach you advanced. For now,
You're already learning multi-pip
Yep, there we
spells?
go.
Oh, splendid. At the beginning of each, some
we go.
spells, like this one, take more than one pip to
Okay.
cast. To use it, pass a turn.
So, I
Or
already
cast
learned it
a
ahead of
0
time,
pip
so
spell
that was
to
nice
build
for
up your
me.
pip supply.
Nice, nice. I will probably go to the auction house in-game while I'm away, in between this video and my next, so then I can replace these cards that I'm not using and stuff with what I'm calling a bolt. It's a 0 cost card that does damage. I think for my level it would usually do 45 damage, but it has 100% accuracy. So just free damage that I can peg off while I'm waiting to get enough pips to use my 2 cost cards. And as you see here, I have my death trap up here. So now I can stack that actually with my blade. That's really nice.
You've met your professor. Great. You can train spells in your school
Yep,
for
we have to
free.
use training
Here,
points
I'll
to
give
get-
you one now. Use it to start training a secondary school. Anyway, now that you're enrolled, and this
I already
is
used
the...
my dorm room. And we already got settled in, so we're gonna go ahead and teleport. Yeah, I'm a little bit lazy with walking around everywhere. I try to teleport whenever I can. Okay.
You're officially
Do you wanna
enrolled
level me up now? That'd be
Then
amazing.
let me formally welcome you with this.
Yep,
Let me also.
healing spell. Amazing. That's gonna be good for us just in case
Malice.
our death spells
Go to
don't
Old
work.
Town and talk to Sergeant Muldoon.
Yep, we're gonna go to Old
One
Town.
last word before you
Let's see
embark on
here.
your quest. If you haven't looked in, click on the
Yep,
question
we already
mark.
know how this stuff
Oh,
works.
good luck,
There
young
we go.
wizard.
Ooh. Here we go.
Ooh, follow me outside.
This is a side quest. By
Yep,
habit
we don't
point,
really care. We're
once
just
this
gonna go
quest is
ahead.
complete,
Come to me. I am just outside the
There we
duel
go.
arena on Unicorn
Let's just
Way.
focus on the main quest for now. I'll clear out all those on my free time so I can get some more levels.
This is the Commons.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
know. We can fish here with magic. Just talk to old Lucky Hookline to learn all about it.
Oddly enough, that new side quest NPC sounds like a voice actor for a show I watched. Here we are. Oh, there's another one, another side quest. You can see over the hill there. Right here. I'm sure we'll get there soon enough.
Beware! Beyond these
Yep.
gates, the city's gone
Oh,
mad.
see, this is
Wait,
gross.
you're the
I
hero
believe
of
this one's the
Unicorn
only
Way.
actually main
Susie
quest.
Griffin-Bane is down on Triton
I'm gonna
Avenue
go ahead
asking
and check
one
these
of...
ones. Oh, I guess they all are main quests. You
There's a
can't
kid.
complete Wizard City without those. So at this point in the game, this is where you would start running into issues with crowns. You're able to go into Triton Avenue for free, but Cyclops Lane and Firecat Alley here, which is actually down the hill and around, you actually have to pay crowns to get into. So I'm going to go ahead and skip over those for now, as well as all these side quests I'm going to have to do on my own time. Yikes me. And we're going to go ahead and go into Triton Avenue. See what we got going on here. Whoa. Wow, they redid this. Wow, this looks really nice, I'll admit. It used to just be gray floors all around. Like, it was stone bricks. This is, wow, this is amazing, actually. As plasticky as it kind of seems, it's a lot better than what used to be. So this was about the same color, maybe a little bit lighter, while there wasn't any purple here, and all of this was just gray. It was all gray, gray, gray. And the sky was just a dull gray. There wasn't really any visual effects or anything like this. So for me coming back, this looks amazing. But
So glad
everyone's
you came.
entitled to their own opinion.
I've been trying to get someone to help me, but
So
the
here's
guards
a
are far too
student.
busy with all the events of late.
Yep.
The headmaster sent you.
I don't know
Great.
why there aren't
My
teachers
brother and I
out
can
here.
use the
Let's
help.
just throw a bunch
We're
of
trying
kids
to.
out in
My
the
brother
middle of the
Arthur went up.
street.
Could you go see how my brother is doing? He should be
I
just
guess we
inside
can
the
go to
haunted
Haunted Cave.
Maybe he's identified the dark presence responsible for Wizard City's troubles.
He's another quest giver. We'll get to him probably in the next video. I'm not sure. I don't know if he'll end up being a side quest or a main quest. That guy, I believe, is all side quests, but I could be wrong. So, for low-level characters, the thing that sucks about all these Storm people is that, like I said in my first or maybe second video, Storm does a lot of damage in comparison to the other schools. So, while my damage for a rank 2 death card is 160, the range for a rank 2 Storm, I believe, can go all the way up to 285, if I remember correctly, with lightning bats. So, hate to see it, but is what it is, I guess. And Spellwrit Screamers didn't really used to exist. They used to be a special event mob. Here we go. Always so cramped. Remember, hug the walls, hug the walls. Broken wand? I think
You
there's
find
only-
a broken
Yep.
wand just
Find a
inside
broken
the haunted
wand just
cave.
inside the cave. Okay. Let's actually take a look. Let's see if there's anything in front of the doorway here. No, it's kind of ugly. Is what it is, I guess. So I'm just gonna go ahead back to Susie Griffinbane. I'm gonna go tell her about her dead brother. And then I think we're gonna call it quits for today. Couple notes for next video. We will be going into the main Triton Avenue quest line. I will be purposely ignoring the main quest lines for Cyclops Lane and Firecat Alley. However, I will be recording the final few boss fights in each area, whichever ones I find are the most important, and I'll make a compilation of those, and I'll have that out for you probably within a week or two from now. We'll see. Just depends on how much time I put into playing, but so that's what we got on our menu. I'll probably have another card by next episode too if I decide to crank out Firecat Alley and Cyclops Lane. So I'm gonna go ahead
Did you
and turn
find
this
him?
in, and we are going to call it quits for now. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. And if you have any questions, or like I said in my last video, if you want to see my Storm character, feel free to just let me know in the comments, or subscribe, or just follow me on Instagram, and you can private message me there. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. And that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching.